Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your channel. Today, inshallah, we're going to be making this fancy moon for Ramadan that says Ramadan Kareem. As you can see, I made it big because I'm going to hang it on my outside door. I used colorful buttons. If you don't have colorful buttons, you can just use regular ones that you can get maybe from any shirts that you or your dad or brothers and sisters don't use anymore. And then you can get those buttons and paint them with any color that you like, that you have, and then let them dry and then use them, okay? I made a medium one with crayons, okay? So I got all the crayons that are broken. I removed the paper and then I broke them a little bit small pieces, and here I have. For this one, I used Lego. For these sizes, I'm gonna put them maybe on the doorknobs of my kids' bedrooms and maybe just put them in the living room as a decoration. But I made this definitely for my son. He likes Lego, so this is gonna be cute to put on his doorknob. These are the same size, they're small. For this one, I used beads. You don't have to do exactly as I did. You can just put any colors, but I really thought this will look nice to put two colors, so you can use any colors that you have. And for this one, I used the little heart. I'm gonna tell you how I made this little heart, okay? So, inshallah, as you can see, the big one I used with buttons. You can definitely do whatever you have at home available, okay? You can use buttons, crayons, Legos, beads, these small hearts or any other shape. If you have any pom-poms at home, I have this, but this was not enough for me to make the craft. I don't have any pom-poms at home. If you have pom-poms, it's gonna look really, really cute. So if you have any bracelet that you're not using anymore, you can just open this and use these beads. I'm sure that if you go in your closet and look in your toys and all the craft that you do at school, you will find definitely something that you can use. If you have any gems, you can use them, okay? So this is what we need for this craft. You definitely need help from a grown-up because we will be using like a knife to cut the hard paper, and then if you have a hot glue gun, definitely a grown-up needs to help you. So this is what we need. We need a hot glue gun. It's gonna make it so easy for you to make all these. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can use Elmer's glue. It doesn't have to be clear, any kind that you have at home. If you're gonna be working like something like this, you need this kind of glue, okay? We need pencil. This is the knife that we're gonna be using. Just be very careful with it. We need scissors and a hole puncher. If you don't have a hole puncher, that's fine. I'll show you how to make holes. And before we go to make our craft, I'll tell you about these tiny hearts. Definitely I didn't make them. This is super hard to make. So how did I get them? If you have any hole puncher at home, they usually come in shapes. Like when you make the hole, it's either a circle, a heart, a star. The one that I have right now makes a heart, right? So when you cut the heart, where did this little heart go? Where does it go? It stays right here inside, okay? So when I was cleaning it, because you need to get all the paper from it, I found this. So I said to myself, let's reuse it, okay? And this is how I got this one. If you don't have a hole puncher, that's fine. Just draw any shape on any colorful paper or just white paper and then color it and cut the pieces of paper and make your own Ramadan moon, okay? So you need a box, okay? It has to be hard, okay? Because if you don't use a hard one, it's not gonna stay firm. Okay, how can I make the moon? This is how I can make it. I'll show you how to make it, okay? So you get a big plate to make the big moon, and you just draw a circle, not the entire circle, like a little bit more than half. Hope you can see. If you made the other craft with me, the Ramadan countdown, you should know by this time how to make, the crescent, right? And this is how I got it. And then this is where comes the tricky part. Definitely a grown-up should do this job. Do never ever try to do this by yourself. So you get the knife. I tried to do it with the scissors. It didn't work because this is very hard. So you get the knife, then you try to make a hole. Okay, this is how it should look like. Okay? And you just follow the line, okay? They need to do it carefully. Makes a lot of noise, so I'm not gonna try to make it right now with you, but you should know how to do it. I just wanna show you something. This is what I use to make my crescents. So this is for the big one. This is for the look, okay. Big one, medium, small, small, small. It's so easy, okay? Don't worry about doing that because it might look a little bit hard, but then someone can help you. And then once you have the crescent, that's it. Let's do the fun part, which is decorating our crescent. So did you think about what you're gonna be working on? I used hot glue gun for all these crafts except this one, because the hot glue gun, the good thing about it, it dries so fast. So I just did it, and then right now I can just go and hang it on my door. You can get it also from Walmart. And if you don't have it, you can just use this one. Okay, if you're gonna be working on buttons, this is how you do it. You just put some glue or the hot glue gun, then you put the buttons. If you're working with the hot glue gun, you can still do it with your mom or dad. Like they put the glue with the hot glue gun and you should be ready with the buttons. And they put the hot glue gun and then you put the button. I started first making this, the borders, and then I also made these, and then I went just to put wherever there was some empty space. You can also try to make a pattern, like if you have a lot of colors, you can make yellow, green, something like that. But I tried to leave no empty spaces, okay? And then if you're working with this one, you should leave it to dry at least 24 hours, okay? And then I just made a hole, put a ribbon, and added this small paper, Happy Ramadan. And my moon is ready. For this one, you can also use this or the hot glue gun. I tried to do a pattern, and then I did just yellow here and blue here, again with a hole. Something I didn't talk about is the back. You can use any paper. You can use white paper. Before you work on the moon, like imagine this is our moon, you just put it on the paper and you trace, and then you cut, and then you glue it on the back. So it looks nice. I didn't do it here because I did it here because I had to put all the little heart in this side, and I still needed to have a nice background. Okay, so for this one, again, you don't have to do a pattern. You can do whatever you want to do it, as long as you're having fun while you're doing it, right? That's the most interesting part of making crafts, having fun. For this one, as you can see, I use crayons, whatever you have at home available. And for this one, Legos. So This can work for everything, but you need to let it to dry at least 24 hours. If you're working with this one, once you're done, it's ready. What else? Oh, how can we make a hole, right? Okay, I'll show you how we can make a hole. If you have a hole puncher, it's super easy. If you don't, imagine this is where you want to make a hole. You just get a crayon and make a big circle. And definitely a grown-up can help you doing that. Try to put the tip inside, or you can use this. It works, so it's much better to use just the pencil. Don't use this one. And here I have my hole. Another thing, if you don't have any ribbon at home, look if you have any thread or if you have any yarn. If you don't have anything at all, you should have a piece of fabric that you're not using anymore, and you just cut it like this. It can be any color, and you just put it inside the hole, and here you have. Okay, these hearts, these moons, I was thinking about the hearts. So you see I added this small paper. You can add it in all the moons. If you don't want to have it, you don't have to have it, but I just thought it looks nice with it because it's Ramadan. So you can make these to decorate your house. I was thinking about the small ones. You can make them and give them as a gift. Maybe a gift to a friend, to a neighbor. These are beautiful gifts with a small note, maybe for Ramadan, where you can talk a little bit about Ramadan, maybe like 2-3 lines. You say, we're celebrating this beautiful month, and I thought about you, something like that. And remember, homemade gifts are the best. I hope you enjoyed making these crafts with me. Please let me know which supply did you use. Okay, you can leave that in the comments. I want to know, what did you use? Did you use the buttons? Did you use the crayons, the stickers? Okay, I hope you had fun. I'll see you inshallah for next crafts, inshallah. If you didn't make the countdown Ramadan that we made last week, please go back to the channel and make it. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of fun. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.